What's up? This is Official Sam Studios. We're playing another episode of Watch Dogs Legions. Let's get into it.
Disturbance detected.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you're all bark and no boo.
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything's set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said that was your agenda.
I would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And we're just supposed to trust you instead.
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
Hold on. Does this mean Malik is running Zero Day?
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
Really, his connection to Zero Day is irrelevant. Malik wants us killed, and the only way to save our friend is to kill him first.
Wicked. So how do we do this shit then?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
What's there to talk about? We drew him out, and pow! Turn his brains into fart, bruv.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Oh, you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Creative, Bags. But let's just shoot him, shall we?
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
Right. Let's do this, shall we?
Do you have Emma, child?
There was a complication. Can we meet?
What happened?
Child was expecting us. She may have been tipped off. We should meet to discuss it. Can you do Piccadilly?
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
Bagley, what's your assessment?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Very well. Get Emma on the phone. We're getting our friend back.
Capital.
Yes. What?
Everything's in order. Bagley will send you whatever you need. Now tell us where we can find our friend.
You can have them when Richard is dead.
I don't think so. I'm prepared to walk away from this deal right now.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
Sweeping the area.
Cheers.
Are you all right?
Me there, you know. Just good to be out. But me think me need a wash.
Fabulous.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get someone over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Got a pint for whoever finds them. Drone initiates.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
Right. Move the crosshairs over and you can kill me too.
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this dead sick prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't like this one bit.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, some assistance, please.
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Hey?
Please, I'll do as you say.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik. That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What on earth is going on here?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
He's got our number.
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
Pardon me, but what the fuck?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Not on your worthless life.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
Move in!
Damn.
They're over here!
Stop right now.
Get a fucking move on!
But Child was in the bloody embassy.
It's too late. Go!
Responding to the situation now.
We have an officer in need of medical attention.
There's our suspect.
Target breached the checkpoint.
Received. We are trailing the target. They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.
Control, call an ambulance to my location. Be advised, we are on the trail.
Suspect just breached the checkpoint.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit. In the water. I repeat, suspect is in the water. Does anyone else have a wanted alert on their optic? Or is mine on the blink?
I'm seeing the same thing, Bagley. Do you know what's happening?
It seems Malik wasn't bluffing. Your faces are all over the news, and not in a cool way.
That dribbling shit stain. Bags, call everyone to the safe house for a chat.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him I'm...
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism, Richard Malik, issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building and
you get the idea. You're fucked.
We're being hunted like pheasants. So let's return fire, yes?
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
A few of us thought about that. Bagley, bring it up.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on Zero Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on Zero Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about Zero Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Can't believe this is happening.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any C2S-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
I'm here. Break down a plan.
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
So, how do we proceed?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
Surge uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Terrific work, old boy.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual, in order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer. Head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? Don't be absurd.
Zero Day? No, I mean SIRS. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
To be honest, I don't know. But I'm gonna stop you anyway.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
What was that?
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Pardon me?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Anyone have a suggestion?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down.
Send me some extra bodies.
Drone, run a search on the sector.
No sign of the suspect. Let's call it in.
Did you hear that?
Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
Anyone have a suggestion?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Ah, yes. Unplug it and plug it back in again. Got it.
Close enough. something about this drone. You can't seem to take a fucking hint. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam.
Fired! I need urgent backup now! No!
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. It seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side-ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Excellent work, Bagley. Now all that's left to do is find Malik and finish this.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Go for it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked. Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices that I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
Now what?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
What's wrong with sending the car and Malik right to the bottom of the Thames?
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
I'm knackered. Richard Malik, we know you bombed the embassy, and we know you were part of the mass bombings from a while ago. All we need is for you to confess.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
That doesn't account for how you knew about Zero Day when we first met.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Right, sure, whatever you say. Even if you are telling the truth, you've done plenty. You'll get to rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you've created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. We won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty.
Unacceptable! They'll never know.
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
They're on foot. Over.
Target, employing combat measures.
Technology
Affiliate is armed. Approach with caution. Engaging target. Engaging hostile target.
Get out of here.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Think you would act?
Please, exercise caution and report all suspicious activity to Albion.
Negative. No visual of the suspect. Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Let's see it.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Well, that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So, Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kelly's soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Can't be too careful at the Baths team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
SIRS Counter-Terror Director Malik personally oversaw an investigation that uncovered the true identities of every operative in DedSec's London cell.
Involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alice. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so easy designed, a simple button to switch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool Easy, Can Canary, or Narc Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Could you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dob someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to balloon drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone ever crap on your pigeon? And what's more...